Hey, what's up, DC Reese, Guy01, and welcome to this week's versus episode on the Walkthrough channel. This week, it's Sting against Solo Sikoa. We actually had quite a few birthdays this past week, and these are two of them. So let's get through those before we get into Raw and SmackDown. So I actually almost didn't do this one, because it was also Samoa Joe's birthday this past week. Samoa Joe's birthday was on March 17th. He turned 45, but of course, Samoa Joe isn't in this game, and I didn't really want to go and download a Samoa Joe just for this. So instead I went with Solo Sikoa, whose birthday was the next day on March 18th. He turned 31. And then the day after that, March 19th, was AJ Lee's birthday. She turned 37. And then the day after that was on March 20th was Sting's birthday, who turned 65. Crazy thing that he turned 65 and had his last match just a month ago. I mean, Sting's crazy. He's amazing. And then the day after that, March 21st, like I'm telling you, it's like, I told you I had a lot of birthdays, and it's like one right after another. March 21st was Grayson Waller's birthday. He turned 34. And then today, March 23rd, is Lana, aka CJ Perry's birthday. She turns 39. So happy birthday to all those people. So, it's funny, of everyone I just mentioned, only two of them are in this game. Solo Sikoa and Grayson Waller. But, I went with Sting, because, it's Sting. And honestly, using Solo Sikoa instead of Samoa Joe is kind of a fitting trade-off. Or, I guess, it's like the thing where it's like, you know what, close enough, I'll take it. His face scan looks pretty good in this game. I don't think I've ever done a match with Solo before. If I have, it's been a while. Alright, moving on to Raw. Hashtag DIY beat the Creed brothers to qualify for the WrestleMania Tag Team title match. Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell beat Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Probably the biggest segment of the night, at least promo-wise, was Cody Rhodes' promo, which was, definitely the best promo of the night, and also probably one of his most, how would I say, explicit? I mean, they're really letting these guys cut loose now, in terms of the content that they're, and the things they're allowing them to say on TV. And this has more people, again saying, like, I think the PG era is really, gone. Not just through, the content of, the matches being more hard-hitting, but also just, what, like I said, what they're allowing people to say. Especially people like The Rock. I mean, now, there was actually some controversy around that, because apparently some wrestlers in WWE are upset with basically the fact that The Rock is able to say certain things when, most other wrestlers would get in trouble or even fined for saying stuff like this if they had said the stuff that The Rock was saying. But then you got Cody Rhodes doing it, and it's like, okay, so this isn't just The Rock being allowed to, getting special treatment because he's The Rock. Current people are able to do this as well, so this might be a shift that we're seeing just in general in WWE. Now, the main takeaway from this promo, other than just, the fact that, they're letting the wrestlers be a lot more adult in their content, is Paul Heyman came out to confront Cody and basically challenged Cody to a one-on-one confrontation with Roman Reigns for SmackDown. With the one catch being that Cody has to come alone and Reigns will come alone. Just let the two of them face off one-on-one. To which Cody accepted. Oh, missed. Boom. Ricochet beat Dominic Mysterio, which Damian Priest was not happy about. And in fact, the whole reason the match happened was because Damian Priest was not happy with JD McDonough losing to Ricochet, and now Dominic's lost to Ricochet, so we'll have to see how Damian responds to this. The Miz and R-Truth beat In the Sheer to qualify for the WrestleMania Tag Team match. It's fun to see the Awesome Truth back, and they fully engaged that they're, Awesome Truth again. Miz even came out rapping with Truth like they did back in the day, which again is just fun to see. Uh-oh. Whoop. And into the corner with you. Oh, dang it. Uh-oh. Countered. Dang it. Just face plants right into the mat. Whoop. Yeah. 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 Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods beat Alpha Academy's Akira Tozawa and Otis to qualify for the WrestleMania Tag Team match. So far we've got DIY, Awesome Truth, New Day, and who else is part of it? I feel like there's another team already part of it before this week. Can't remember who. But I know we got a couple others after this week's Raw and SmackDown as well. So the main event of Raw was a last woman standing match between Becky Lynch and Nia Jax to kind of cap off their rivalry. Becky Lynch ended up winning after a pretty good last woman standing match. Lynch took most of the punishment throughout it, but was able to make a comeback and finally beat Jax to finally end that rivalry. So now Lynch can focus on her WrestleMania opponent, Rhea Ripley. Speaking of which, speaking of who, Rhea Ripley then came out after the match to have a stare down with Becky Lynch again, highlighting that now they can kind of focus on each other and they don't have that one last ow. Whoop. Oh, I was going for a Stinger Splash. Missed it. Alright, moving on to SmackDown. Aha, got him that time. Rey Mysterio faced Santos Escobar in a match with the stipulation that neither the LWO or Legado del Fantasma can be at ringside. Well, that didn't stop Dominic Mysterio from coming down, since he's not a member of either one, interfering in the match and costing his dad the match against Santos Escobar. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory beat Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows of the OC to qualify for the WrestleMania Tag Team match. Once again, it's kind of sad seeing the OC, not really utilized. I mean, was there really have they had a notable win since being brought back? I don't really think so. I mean, the only reason they got brought back is to be AJ Styles' bodyguard, or bodyguards. But now AJ isn't even with them, so they don't really have a point now. Wow. Ooh. Oh no. Ow. Hiya. Alright. Get up, Solo. It's showtime. Old man still got it. Naomi faced Io Sky. Of course, the match ended with thanks to interference from Damage Control, which allowed Io Sky to win. After the match, Damage Control started to beat down on Naomi, which led to Bianca Belair running out to make the save, but she was taken out by Damage Control as well. The Street Profits beat the Authors of Pain. And I don't think that match was for WrestleMania. I think it was just for their rivalry. That might be wrong. I think the Street... No, was it? No, the Street Profits qualified for WrestleMania, right? I can't remember. I'm tired. Ow. I think that one was more for just the rivalry and wasn't for WrestleMania, but if I'm mistaken, say what you will. Oh no. Ooh. And the final segment of SmackDown, and the segment that had been built up for basically the entire night, was the face-to-face confrontation between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, which was basically nothing more than just a standard promo between the two of them. They both have basically held up to their word, came out alone, had about a 15-minute promo with each other, but nothing really, new. I mean, the main appeal is just that it was one-on-one, but it didn't really lead to anything, and then the segment closed with Seth Rollins, Jay, and Jimmy Uso, and Sikoa basically coming out eventually through the crowd. And then all of them just kind of staring each other down. And that was really it. So, not a bad segment, but, nothing great. I think Cody's promo on Raw was a lot better, and I feel like if you would have been allowed to bring that kind of energy to this one, it might have been a bit more... I don't know if effective is the right word. Maybe memorable is the right word. But, it feels like they weren't really allowed to cut loose, and it didn't really... I don't know, it didn't feel like it matched the hype, especially since this was the one segment they were building up the entire show, really all week, since it got teased since Raw. Alright, well, that does it for this video, and hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys thought of Raw and SmackDown. What are your thoughts on, this kind of new direction WWE is going with, what they're allowing on their TV programs? I mean, we had the whole thing with, who was it? like Candice LeRae bringing up people's, you know, dead siblings, and you know, now you've got a lot more explicit language being used, and even just kind of some of the storylines as well. They're just a lot more brutal, and there's a word I mean to say, not really mature. Well, I mean, kind of mature, but it's a lot less sports entertainment, if that's probably the best way to put it. And I do think a lot of that comes down to Triple H taking over creative. But also, what are your thoughts on, you know, the teams that have been confirmed for WrestleMania, as well as all the matches? Because I think we're 10 matches so far have been confirmed for WrestleMania. And we're still getting competitors for the tag team match, I believe, or the tag team title match. So leave those in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I make new videos all the time. Stay tuned for next week's Versus, and next week where we continue our LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham walkthrough. Hope you guys enjoyed. Guy01 and the Icon Sting signing out. Bye, guys.